I love the desert light. I've been getting up before the sunrise and hiking in the dark and just getting to see the sky slowly change. It's one of my favorite things on trail. Here's another print. I wonder if that's a bobcat, although it almost looks like it has little claws, which might be more canine. There's only about 50 more miles of desert section, and it's really starting to feel like that. It's feeling much more mountainous, which I am very happy about. I can see where the trail goes. It cuts right across that mountain over there. I've been watching some of the bobcat tracks on this trail. They followed the switchback, and then when there was a little blowdown, they even went up and over and took the little trail around it. They came, I think that's one. I don't actually know if they're bobcat tracks, but I'm just correlating because those are the same tracks I saw the other day, and then I saw a bobcat and they look kind of like that, so. I keep startling this poor group of quails, and then they fly a little bit down, but that's where I'm walking. So I love all types of scenery, but I especially love when I've been walking in one type of scenery for a long time and then I finally start seeing something new. And it's just so exciting to see the landscape slowly change. Me too. I have too much water, but I think better to have. I'm happy I have too much. It is, you do get ants. Today is town day. We're heading down to Walker Pass, and then you can either go into Lake Isabella or Ridgecrest, and we're going into Ridgecrest. And we are definitely the most excited for burgers. Burgers and shakes. Today I'm not wearing my calf compression sleeves because my calves do need to get a little bit of sun sometimes. Exactly. And we actually... Ooh, there's Walker Pass. We're almost there. And now that I've spent 4 days and I'm on my 6th day out since I strained my back, it's feeling really good. There's now that there's less weight in my pack, it hasn't been as aggravated. And I think when I do a lot of walking like this with an easy loadout, it does seem to be improving actively. So I'll see what happens on the next stretch when I load up with food and water again, how it does. But I'm really relieved because I really didn't know how it was going to do after that because it was so bad, it was so strained. So I'm very happy that it's doing as well as it is now. Okay, this is Walker Pass Campground, which we passed by last. I remember staying, I know I'm creeping a little bit on these people, but I remember staying at that picnic table. We're almost at Walker Pass and we're paralleling the road and we can see all the cars going where we want to go. All the hitches that could have been. Oh, not to be there soon. Nice. My sister got me a hotel room. Okay, my sister had to go home. We had such a great time. That was so fun. I wish she could have stayed longer. So now I'm walking to get food again. And I'm in Ridgecrest, which is like on the valley desert floor. I think it's 100 degrees right now. I'm high 90s. I don't know. It's really hot. Yeah, my weather app says it's 98 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And it's almost 5 p.m. and it's 98 degrees. Okay, I went to the Classic Gyros place just now, and they seem to be related to the Classic Burgers, which is where we went immediately after hitching. We hitched into Inyokern just for the burgers because they're supposed to be really good, and they were. And then we hitched into Ridgecrest. Okay, I'm in Ridgecrest. It is 100 degrees out, and walking over this empty asphalt parking lot, I feel like I'm on a survival adventure. It's just so hot. I'm only on an 8-minute walk. I'm packing my food bag outside of the Stater Bros, and it is so hot even in the shade. Okay, now I'm trying to get a hitch out of Ridgecrest. It's almost 6 p.m. It's still like 95 degrees. It's a tough hitch though because I'm in the middle of a city and people don't know quite where I'm going, which roads I want. Oh, that was easy. I got a hitch really quick, and then they dropped me off at Inyokern, and then I literally just crossed the road. I just threw out my thumb and the first car pulled over and brought me right to Walker Pass. There's Walker Pass, the road. I'm back on trail. I'm coming out of Walker Pass. I thought it was going to be as hot as Ridgecrest was down there at the bottom, but it wasn't. It was probably only low 80s. It was really nice. It's, of course, 6 p.m. though. I'm trying to figure out if these are bobcat prints again. I see a big one here, and then maybe a little one here. Maybe it's another family, or the same family. This pass is so pretty. My pack feels really good. It's only got 2.5 days of food because this section from Walker Pass to Kennedy Meadows South is only 50 miles. And I only have a 12-mile water carry, so it feels pretty light. And my back feels really good. Two almost full days of rest were great for it. And I'm hoping that this section kind of cements the strength that I've been gaining back. How did you get all the way up there? You're usually walking just on the trail. I'm on a section with a lot of switchbacks, and I think it's so funny because I see the bobcat tracks still this whole way, and the bobcat could have cut the switchbacks and taken a shorter path, but it knows a good trail when it sees one, and so it keeps following the trail even as it zigzags. And sometimes you'll get to a switchback here and you can see where people have cut the switchback. Why? I don't know. It maybe saves you 10 steps of distance, but the trail gets you there with an easier grade and so much less physical effort. And I can see the bobcat chose to take the long way around. The bobcat knows. Does that look any easier than just going boop, boop? I don't think so. That's Walker Pass down there. Break number 1. Here's one of the snacks that I got from my resupply. Most of my food is either from the Asian market or random snacks from my sister's house that she brought me. And these are so good. They're from Korea. They have the most wonderful texture, which is very delicate and gonna get crushed over while I hike. So I'm gonna eat them as fast as possible. This is my absolute favorite time to be hiking in the desert. No sun, just soft and beautiful evening light. I was thinking about my bobcat sighting 2 days ago, and how it's the third really cool big animal encounter I've had. The mountain lion, the fox and the cubs, the bobcat and the kittens. As remembering my joke from last time, I had a close encounter of the third kind, and so this most recent one was a close encounter of the third kind of the third kind. I didn't start hiking until 6:30 p.m. today, so I think I'm going to hike into the dark and see the light fully fade while I hike. I'm getting camp set up and everything is just sort of strewn about at the moment. Here's my tent site in the saddle and my setup. There's some curious ants around, so I've put rocks underneath my ground sheet to lift it off of the sand so that they can't hopefully crawl onto it.